What's up, guys? We're live here on a Sunday night. What we got going on? Sean Hyde Studios has just reached 3,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. So, cheers. I love ginger beer. It's one of my favorite drinks. So we're going to be drinking some ginger beer. And I'm all fuzzy, it looks like. So there we go. That's that that's that hands-free focusing right there. So if you're watching this on the replay and you're a subscriber to my channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining my channel and coming on this journey with me. 2018 was a great year for my YouTube channel. Started off a little rough. I got monetized, and then they took my monetization away, and then I had to fight to get it back. And I think it only took me a week to get all of the necessary numbers to get monetized again, but it took about 3 months for me to start actually getting money again. So, yeah, I'm so excited. So I see there's 2 people here. I'm one of them, probably. So who's in the chat room? Don't be shy. I'm putting together a video right now. It's about to come out. Over the weekend, I bought a Unique Typhoon Q500 4K. I bought it secondhand, so there's a couple things that I had to fix on it. Still waiting for some parts and stuff like that. But I took it out a couple hours ago, and I tracked it with the DJI Osmo Pocket. So I'll be anxious to see how that video comes out. I haven't even edited the video yet, but I'm super excited. So yeah. So what do y'all want to talk about? There's nobody here, so I'm just talking to myself right now. I've realized that I need to start promoting these a little bit better, and I'm going to start doing live streams on a consistent basis, just so that there's, I think consistency will really help bring people to my live feeds. Live feeds are one of my favorite things to do. When people show up, it's awesome. So super excited about 2019. I think I'm going to step up my game a little bit. I don't know if frequency is better or quality is better. I've been trying something out over the last couple of weeks. I've been trying to get videos on YouTube and putting less effort in getting those videos up. So I'll just record, and then I'll edit a little bit, and then I'll put the video up. There's less planning in that, but overall gets my message out, gets my story out. So I definitely have the gear and the know-how to make good quality videos for you guys. And I think once I'm done with the DJI Osmo Pocket testing and then the full review, I might go back to my big camera. But I've been trying that camera out as kind of a quick YouTube tool. And today I was really impressed with it. So the next video where I'm tracking, I used the DJI Osmo Pocket as the only camera that I used. And I had it hooked up to the phone, so I was able to track myself. I was able to put a rectangle around my face, put a rectangle around the drone, and it went really, really well. But yeah, so I was really impressed with that. There's 2 people here, and I'm talking to myself still. So who is in the chat? I wish I could see who is in the chat, but I can't. We're going to go to live chat. Still nobody has talked. I'm going to chat with myself. Joel Clark. What is up, buddy? How you doing? There's 3 people here. So Joel Clark and somebody else is here. Probably me. There might be, someone watching on a TV or something and they can't chat, but so Joel just popped in. What's up, buddy? So if you guys don't know, I went to college with Joel back in the day. He is the squirrel master. He has so much patience that he learned how to make squirrels in the middle of the quad pets. He's just an amazing guy. Really cool. So I need to stop moving because I go out of focus when I'm not moving. I'm trying a weird little lighting situation, and it might be. Let me turn on one more light and see if that helps. One more light. Does that look a little bit better, guys? It's pretty good. I've got this tiny little light over in the corner. Let's see, it's right behind my camera. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Looks good. I know I do. I'm just kidding. Now we're gonna. So I got this little guy. I'm gonna blind you. We're gonna put it over here. See what that does. Better. Guys, we're looking for a house. We'll probably get a house maybe in August. So second half of this year, I'm actually going to have a room to do this live feed in. And I won't be trying to get as close to my face as possible so you don't see how messy my tiny little cubby is. But something else that's new, my camera is right in the way of the chat. Let me do something here. There we go, that's better. Some other news is I am going to do a video in the next couple of weeks about why I ditched the Apple Watch and went back to Wear OS. Okay, guys? So I got a Fossil Q Explorist. This was kind of my gift to myself for, when I got my revenue check from YouTube. So I was so happy. So I got that. Whoa! Andrew is in Sydney, Australia. G'day, mate. How are you doing over there? What is it? So it's 5:30 at night here. What time is it in Sydney, Australia? This is fun for me, guys. I've got some friends in Australia. One of my internet friends, 10:30. Is that 10:30 in the morning or 10:30 at night? AM. Is it Sunday or Monday? Monday. What? We're talking to someone from the future right now, guys. That's so cool. I have an interesting story about time travel. No, it's not time travel. But when I was in college, I was on a team to go to Israel. Okay, I went to Israel. I'm wanting to say it was between 1997 and 1998. So that shows you how old I am, guys. But we were traveling to Israel on New Year's. So we celebrated New Year's Eve. We celebrated New Year's, I think, 3 times. One time we had a 9-hour layover in London. Okay, so we flew from Atlanta, Georgia, in the U.S. to London, and we had a 9-hour layover, which was the best layover I've ever had. Like, we left the airport, hung out in London for probably like maybe 7.5, 8 hours. And we got on one of those double-decker buses and drove around. What those buses do is they drive around to every site in London. Then when you get off, you just hang out and get back on a red bus and then get off somewhere else. So we got to see, all the cool things about London at the time. And then So when we were in the subway, I think it was called the Underground. When we were in the Underground, um, there were people, they yelled and screamed all of a sudden. I was like, well, what's going on? And New Year's happened. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then we get back in the plane and we're flying British Airways. And like half hour into the flight, yay, Happy New Year. And then I don't remember how many, but we celebrated Happy New Year a couple times in the air because we were kind of flying against, I don't know how that works. We were flying towards New Year's. So every time, like we were flying over time zones and they were celebrating New Year's, and it was just a neat experience. So that's awesome. We're talking to someone in Sydney, Australia. Joel, thanks for the 3,000 subs. I'm so jacked about that, guys. That is so cool. 3,000 subscribers. Congrats on hitting 3K. They say the first 1K subs are the hardest to get, so you're obviously doing something right. I hope I'm doing something right, man. I've been getting a lot of flack lately on this video I posted over a year ago about Echo Dot in my car, and I drove in my car. Like I was in traffic when I made the video, so it was like 10 miles an hour for the most part, most of the way. But I get so many people talking about that video about how I was so stupid for driving and doing a YouTube video. But that video right there is killing it. And it's kind of old. I mean, it's still functional. They put out another Echo Dot, so you guys, I'm rambling. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But anyway, thank you so much. I almost quit. I almost quit around 800 subscribers, and I was just kind of done whenever they took away my monetization. But I'm glad I stuck with it. And 3,000 subscribers, I didn't know I'd be here. So I'm super excited about 2019. I think I'm going to up the quality a little bit, and I'm going to do live feeds, I think is the plan this year. Yeah, I remember you on my Anafi videos. I'm planning on putting out one this week. I know I've kind of got distracted by the DJI Osmo Pocket, and I bought a different drone over the weekend, which will be my next video. But so I'll let you in on a little secret. I bought a Unique Typhoon Q500 4K drone, and that was a drone that came out. There's a lot of comparison videos to the Phantom 3 on YouTube, so I feel like it came out around the same time as the Phantom 3. Okay. Well, I take that back. I think the Phantom 3 was out about a year, but the Phantom 3 was the best DJI drone at the time, minus the Inspire and all the Marquise and all that stuff. But but it's a 4K drone. I'm not too crazy about the camera. It's the same camera that was on my Unique Typhoon H last year, so Andrew Stewart wants to see more Anafi and Osmo Pocket videos. Well, I've been making plenty of Osmo Pocket videos lately. They're still coming. I was actually really impressed with the Osmo Pocket today. I did my entire video with the Osmo Pocket, and it would follow me around. Like I was moving around and it was following me, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do. It only lost me twice. So, but having my phone as a screen, I think next we're going to try an iPad as a screen. If that works, then I'm going to be super excited about that little pocket. But it was tracking me and everything. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my huge Canon GX10, and that's going to be my main camera. And I'm going to set up the Osmo Pocket right next to it with the phone, and so I can do tracking videos. And I think going back and forth between those two cameras might be my go-to. So Johnny Brown started watching me on the Breeze 4K videos. Awesome. I'm glad. So that was when I made that video, that was Black Friday, not this year, but the year before. So that's really awesome that video, that you watched that video. I had the Breeze for a couple weeks. I think I did maybe 3 or 4 videos on it. And it was a time where I just had so many tiny little drones, and I didn't need another fold-up drone. So I either sold it or took it back in enough time. I really like the Breeze 4K, but it's one of those things where, you know, the guy with all the cars in his garage, and then he never drives them because he's got too many cars. That's how I kind of felt with my drone. So I wanted to focus a little bit more on what I was doing at the time. So Johnny, you're still flying the Breeze 4K. I want to test out the Mantis Q. I feel like the Mantis Q is a lot like the Breeze 4K. But I think it comes with a dedicated controller, I think is the biggest difference. Yeah, I agree with you too, Andrew. It can only get better. The DJI Osmo Pocket, there's still some firmware updates, but I feel like it was just kind of thrown into market as fast as they could, and then they'll fix it later. And it's kind of what we're doing at work. I'm a UX engineer at work, and yeah, this is a horrible angle. You see my gullet happening down there? I'm gonna try to get all sexy for you. Is that better? Is this sexier? What's up, Mario? Man, I've been hanging out with Mario for a while on YouTube. Where are you at now, Mario? You're past me, aren't you? I thought I saw that you'd already hit 3,000. Yeah, 3,200. What? That's crazy. Congratulations to you too, man. I saw you got some Favre nuts. I think that was the last thing I saw on Instagram. There's a big bag of Favre nuts on your face. You had like some Aquavelva or something. But anyway, congrats on your channel too, man. What are you up to now, Mario? Are you doing your dad's nuts? Or did that just go? So I got I've been going back and watching a lot of Mario's older videos. I got an air fryer. Actually, Mario's the reason that I got an air fryer, but I got an air fryer maybe around Thanksgiving, and I've been cooking just about every meal in that air fryer. And I've been watching Mario's videos, and I've become accustomed to Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce because of Mario. No, I liked Sweet Baby Ray's before that, but he likes to put it on everything. I forget what I was talking about before Mario showed up. DJI Osmo Pocket. Yeah, I think the holy 3,413 subs. Wow. Congratulations to you, Mario. Well, now I feel sad about my measly 3,000. No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, the 3,000 just kind of hit me this morning. I was in church this morning, and I knew it was coming because it was like maybe 2,980 something on Friday. And I was like, I'm starting to get about 10 subscribers a day, and I was like, I knew it was going to happen, but I just looked down in church and I was like, 3,000 subscribers. I don't think I listened to the rest of the sermon. I took a screenshot and posted on Instagram. And so, um, so, Mario, I don't have 12 drones. Mario wanted me to do a 12 drones of Christmas video, and I just didn't get around to it. And he keeps bugging me about it. So Mario, what's your goal for 2019? Let's say, right after New Year's next year, when we're here live streaming and talking, where do you want to see your channel? Excuse me. So I slowed down a little bit because of digital decorations. So oh, you're gonna do keto. Okay. I've got a friend, actually three of my favorite people, well, two of my favorite people on Facebook that I've known for years. They've gotten into keto, and then their Facebook page is pretty much turned into like a keto. Kind of reminds me of like a Tupperware party. Like I don't get to learn about their kids or stalk their life anymore. It's just, hey, who's ready to burn something this week? So it's kind of funny. Thanks for Frasky. I can't even say that. Rufflesky? Rufflesky's channel? I appreciate that, man. Cheers. He said cheers. I'm gonna drink some ginger beer. It's good stuff. If you guys haven't tried this, this is Gosling's Diet Ginger Beer. Now, it's diet because I'm diabetic. So I bet the undiet is even better. But this stuff is ridiculously good. And I don't know if I just have an acquired taste for it now, but it is so good. It's kind of the same. You get it at like liquor stores, is where we find it, where it is here in Nashville. But it's kind of what you'd make a Moscow Mule out of and stuff like that. Sorry, I lost that. I'm just having fun, guys. This is going to be completely off the cuff. We're not going to do anything crazy here. But can you guys hear me all right? I noticed I only got like 1 to 2 bars. So testing 1, 2, 3. German Pilsner. Ooh. It sounds good. If you're not having fun doing YouTube, it's not worth it. I'm still having fun. Yeah, Mario, having fun is the key. It's kind of died down a little bit. Like I used to have people just tell me what to do all the time on my comments. Like nobody would comment about what I was talking about. They would just talk about how dumb I am or how I can't talk or how I'm fat or, whatever, dude. But, it's my channel and I'm having a blast. And the fact that I have 3,000 subscribers lets me know that I'd say probably 1,500 of them liked the video that I did. I lost about 200 subscribers in one day a couple weeks ago because they've started cracking down on spam or whatever. And there was a time when I had 800 subscribers and I went out and I just subscribed to a bunch of channels. And it's not because, I wanted to do sub for sub or anything like that. I wanted little YouTube channels that needed subscriptions. I wanted them to subscribe back to me, which it sounds like a sub to sub. But since I do camera reviews and stuff like that, I ultimately want my videos to help younger, small YouTube channels and teach them how to use their gear and stuff like that. So I had a good plan. It wasn't just spam. I'm gonna like your, you know, your weird channel, so you can come watch my weird channel. It wasn't anything like that. Wow, 400 subscribers. I've lost I've lost a lot of subscribers too, Mario. But ultimately, what I want is to have a channel that people want to watch. So I would rather, like, even when I've built websites, I used to do all this weird stuff to get views and likes and stuff like that on the websites that I would build. And I would go, like, I'd do something stupid, like back when I would make Flash animations, and I would use a plugin for a media player or something like that. Then I would put that website on a forum about that media player, and then get all the people on the forum to look at the website, not because they wanted to go to the website, but because they just wanted to see what the media player looked like. So I would get kind of, I would fudge a lot of the analytics that way. So which YouTube channels are my must-watch channels? I watch a lot of YouTube channels. I like to watch Mario Monti's channel just because he's a great guy, and he's, he likes to eat meat, and he puts them in his air fryer, and I want to eat that meat, so I make it too. And I think he's he's kind of at the same level as I am. Like, he puts up a camera and he talks for a while, and then, he has good things to say. He's funny. And then, it's not super polished. It's not super markety. It's not, it's just a guy sticking a camera up there and talking. And then, those are the kind of videos that I really like. And that's kind of why I like to make the videos that I do on my channel. I also like experimenting. So Mario comes from the heart, random thoughts. I really like Ben Claremont's channel. He does, it's called Life in 360. And Ben Claremont actually got me started on YouTube. I had a YouTube channel that was, if you look up Sean Ide, two channels will show up. One is this channel, Sean Ide Studios, and another one is just Sean Ide. And just Sean Ide is the channel that I've had for maybe 10, 15 years. I don't know how long YouTube's been around, but I always get an account whenever something new happens. So I've had that channel since YouTube's kind of been around. But I used it to put videos of my son getting born, and I wanted to share it on MySpace, and I couldn't put a video on MySpace. Wow, MySpace. And Facebook, and, all the social media. And then I would put like private videos that I would do for web hosting and stuff like that, use it as a media server. And then I watched a video one night of Ben Claremont, and he was just drinking a glass of wine, and he was like, what do you want to do? Like, are you a creative person? Do you make videos? Just go out and do it. Then I watched a couple other YouTubers that were like, just go out and do it. So I didn't have any money at the time. So I decided to, oh, thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. So I didn't have any extra income at the time. So, but I get cameras and I play with them. So I decided to just look around the house and find cameras that I had, and I do reviews on them, or I play around with them on camera. over time, I've kind of gotten I used to just do like an unboxing video and then I'd play with it and that would be done. It'd be like a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, about a, and that's where I see a lot of the more professional channels do. But they have millions of subscribers and all they have to do is make one video and then they've made their income for the month, whereas me, um, I don't like to formulate a thought immediately. I've never really trusted first impressions. Um, the people that I trust in my life are people that have been around for a while, people that I can, that have character that, I can hang out with and I can trust. Okay, guys. Um, I've been in marketing and I've been in web design. I'm a designer by trade. I've been a designer for over 20 years. So I know how to take a piece of crap and make it look pretty. In marketing, I know how to avoid the negativity and spin the positive, or, I know how to do those things. And what I didn't like about marketing when I worked at Mapco's a gas station in the US. And when I was in marketing at Mapco, we would do things like, make these pretty signs about cigarettes, or, there's just all this. And I'm not down in cigarettes, but we were lying to people all the time in marketing. And it was like, I didn't want to be that person. So I want to be the person that buys the camera off the shelf and I play with it and I formulate my own opinion, and you can take my opinion or leave it. You know what I mean? Like, there are plenty of people getting paid to say what they're saying. They're building nice relationships with DJI, so DJI will send them a drone and then they can fly it a couple times on their channel and then, make a couple $1,000s. I'm at the point in my life where I don't feel comfortable lying about anything. If it's a piece of crap, it's a piece of crap, and there's nothing I can say about it. And I try to, put videos up where, like with the Osmo Pocket, like there's this weird focus thing where it's like my face will just like bounce back and forth while it's trying to figure out how to focus on me. Those, like, honestly, can I say, yeah, you should go out and buy it? And then if I tell everybody they should go out and buy that camera, then they go out and buy it. And it's like, well, Sean's a big fat liar. I'm not, like, I want my integrity to be pure. So my audience is becoming a bunch of middle-aged men like me that are done with the lies and done with the marketing mumbo jumbo. So I'm building a community that's a bunch of people that are awesome like me, pretty much. For channels like us, it's not necessarily about the money, because you don't make much. Real money on YouTube comes from years of dedication and lots of good content. I agree with that, Mario. And I definitely think, like, this is a side income for me, YouTube channel, and it's my hobby. So I'm having a great time doing it. The money is starting to roll in and I'm starting to like it. And I would love for someone to just send me something so I don't have to buy it to review it. But yeah. And we'll see where things go. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. My subscriber base is ramping up, and I'm not changing anything that I'm doing. I'm not selling out. I'm just being me, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. So as long as I can be me, I'm okay with this YouTube thing. Um, thanks, Carlos. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and subscribing to my channel, and it's definitely a blessing, and I appreciate it. So what do you guys want to talk about? I've got a video coming out pretty soon about my Yuneec Typhoon Q500 4K that I just bought. I saw it on. I've been watching it for a couple months on Facebook Marketplace, and I bit the bullet and bought it. I think he had it for 600, and then he was like, he marked it down for 400, but he's been trying to sell the thing since October. So I just offered him 200 for it, and he took it. So GoWise sent you an air fryer. Nice. Let's talk to them twice about sponsoring me. That's something I need to do, man. I need to go out and just send an email to a bunch of people and say, hey, I've got 3,000 subscribers. Do you guys want me to talk about your product on my channel? And maybe that'll happen. But I mean, I want it to be something I want to talk about. I don't want it to be, I don't know, something weird like Boudreaux's monkey butt paste or something for diapers. I don't want to talk about that. But I just did. See what I did there? I feel the same way about Polar Pro, man. I did a video on the Polar Pro Tripler, and I was like, man, I would be a great channel for you, for your stuff. And they were like, well, you don't coincide with what our beliefs are. Or something. They wrote back some kind of marketing, kind of weird legalese or something. Yeah, I hear you, Ken. For me, like, I only talk about what I use too. But like, let's say drones, for instance. I fly a lot of drones on my channel. If someone's going to send me a drone, I'll fly it on my channel, and I'll tell you whether or not it sucks or not. Or mirrorless cameras or action cameras or lenses that fit one of the cameras I have, or microphones or stuff like that. I mean, I'll do a couple of videos. I don't feel like that kind of thing's selling out. When I would feel wrong being sponsored by DJI. I like DJI. Don't get me wrong. If they sent me a Mavic Pro 2, I would fly the thing all over my channel. But I'm also honest about some of the products that suck. So I don't feel like I'm the right person to, market their items. I'm trying to love the DJI Osmo Pocket as much as I'm trying to love that camera, because I mean it checks every box for me if it would just work. But and I'm hoping some of the firmware fixes update it. But I've used the DJI Osmo and the DJI Osmo Plus, a couple of years after it came out, and it still sucked for me. Like, and the reason I say it sucks is I have cameras that, like my GoPro, I never have to worry about whether or not I'm in focus or not. My GoPro, and I know people want depth of field and people want artsy cinematic shots. And artsy cinematic shots are great. if the dang thing would just keep you in focus, like my Lumix G7, my Panasonic Lumix G7 was a great camera. Beautiful video came out of that camera. But it wouldn't keep focus for anything. And I'd sit there and waste my whole lunch break making a video and realize that half of my footage, my intro was blurry. In the video there were some parts that were in focus, but then the rest of the time I was out of focus, and I got home to edit and I had to just scrap that whole video because I talk a lot and I ramble, and I go from I intro, then I talk about something, and then I outro. And sometimes if I have to cut some stuff out that's blurry, sometimes what I'm saying doesn't even make sense anymore. So who was it? Was it Andrew? Go back. Yeah, Andrew Stewart asked what was my go-to YouTube channels. So I mentioned Mario, who's in the chat. By the way, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to all the other people that are in here, or at least checking out their channels, I want to build a community of people that kind of like-minded people that can hang out. But is there a camera coming out in 2019 that I'm really looking forward to? Like I said with Ken's comment, I talk about what I use, and I can only afford certain things. And so the latter half of last year, I decided to give up on tiny little cameras that were okay. So I sold all my tiny little cameras, and I bought the Canon GX10. I think it's GX10. And it's a 4K, 60 frames per second camcorder that is always in focus and has perfect color. So I'm at the point where I don't know that I want to spend any more money on camera gear. I will. But the camera that I'm really looking at, like the rest of the cameras I'll probably buy in 2019 are going to be interesting cameras. Like they're going to be VR 180 cameras, or I'm actually really getting into the ones that are show that. I really, Mark, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at all your channels and subscribe to them. What was I saying? I got sidetracked. Oh, so I'm really getting into I've got a couple, like this is a camera that was kind of weird. And I was expecting it to be a VR 180 camera, but it never ended up being a VR 180 camera. This Jedi camera. Let's use my other hand. This Jedi camera. It is a 3D camera, and the video looks really, really cool in my Oculus Go. Okay, so I can look at it in my VR headset, and it's really cool video, but it's not really it's not supported on YouTube. So I got a YouTube channel and I have a camera I can't even use on my YouTube channel. I had to go through all this extra stuff to get it to work. So I'm really looking at the VR Views. And it is a 360 camera that at the push of a button turns into a VR 180 camera. And I really think that's the future of VR. I really do. Because when I'm in my Oculus Go and I'm doing VR, I watch a lot of experiences. Like I'll go to a concert or I'll watch a basketball game or something like that. And none of those experiences are 3D 360. Um, they're VR 180. So I think VR 180 is definitely the way to go for me. And I would like to get a really nice VR 180 camera to um, shoot experiences in VR. Um, Even like there was a movie I downloaded on my Oculus Go that was um, a full-on action movie, and when you're telling a story, you really want people to look in one direction. So, um, yeah, peace out, Ken. Thanks for watching. People are starting to go out. Maybe in hours when we'll cap this off, guys. But I really think I love 360 experiences, and the reason I got my Yuneec Typhoon Q500 4K, I'm trying to get the name down. The reason I got that is not because it's the latest and greatest camera drone. I'm actually planning on taking the camera off of it and I'm even going to take the legs off of it, so it turns it into like this flat drone, and then I'm going to put a 360 camera on sticking out of the front of it, and we're going to see if we can stitch out the camera or stitch out the drone completely. I don't know if we will, guys, but if the drone is only like this, I can put a little a message right there. Like all these Oculus games that I play, when you turn around, it says, don't look here, or turn around the other way, or whatever. So I think an experience where the drone is minimal, I think would be just as fun as if the drone's not there at all. Because when you're making a 360 video with the drone, it's a drone video. The drone can be in there. I'm having a hard time making a video without the drone being huge. And part of the experience of flying through the sky is actually seeing the sky. But just throwing my logo back there, I don't think that's going to be a big deal at all, guys. So I'm super excited about that. I'm wanting to get that down because the Insta360 One X is pretty awesome. So yeah, Bertram, I would say probably a 360 camera, or because I've got the drone that I want. I have the Yuneec Typhoon H Plus, which has a 1-inch sensor on it. It's in my opinion one of the best. It's right up there with the Inspire, in my opinion, and I like it better than the Inspire, to be honest, because the camera can go all the way around, and it doesn't just like all the DJI drones, even the ones that rotate, they'll just go to a certain spot, and then you have to turn around, and so you can't point the camera all the way. Yuneec Typhoon H Plus, I can. So super excited about getting that out and playing with it. Oh, you've got Google Daydream. Is it on? Do you have it, Bertram? Is it on your Pixel phone, or how do you do Google Daydream? I've got the Lenovo Mirage Solo. I think that's what it's called. And it's a VR headset that's Daydream based, and then my Oculus Go is Oculus based, and then I have an Oculus Rift that is PC based, so I can go into Steam or Vive or Oculus. So I think I have everything, everything I can do. So, and I'm thinking about turning my other channel into a VR channel. Oh, you got the Samsung 8 Plus. Sweet. I have the S7, and I have that in Gear VR. I have a Gear VR headset. That was my kind of entrance into VR. And then when the Oculus Go came out, I didn't even need a phone for it. So I thought that was pretty awesome. So I'm not sure what the Utopia 360 is, Mario. Is that a camera? or is it a headset? Yeah, Bertram, my Oculus Go is my favorite VR headset. Period. Um, and the reason I say that is my Oculus Rift. I feel like Oculus Rift is going to get good this year because they're about to come out with the Oculus Quest. But the Oculus Rift is still pretty weird. Like it's kind of broken up in pieces. Like, and that's how I felt about Google Daydream too. Like the the store was really cool because you were like in this cave or something, and then the main menu was in like we were out like in this on this island with caves around you and stuff like that. And then like it would pull you apart, and all of a sudden you knew you were in like an Android phone. Like it just kind of kept going in and out, and I didn't like the. I didn't. If I'm in virtual reality, I want it to be its own reality. You know what I mean? Oculus Go is the first experience that I've had that everything is seamless, and I really like that. What's up, Nacho? Welcome to the chat. I've been going almost an hour now, but yeah, thanks. I didn't know that I'd hit 3,000 this fast, so pretty cool. Oh, so Mario, you can broadcast live 360 with it? That's pretty cool. I have my Garmin Verb 360 can go live. I'm pretty sure my Insta360s can go live. And oh, good, Mario. That's awesome. I did so Mario, or sorry, Nacho, not Mario. Nacho did a video last week. We've been kind of chatting back and forth on Facebook about mounting an instant DJI Osmo Pocket because they sold a camera that you can't mount anything. So we've all been like 3D printing stuff, and Nacho went to a hardware store and he bought these rubber feet that kind of clamp around the bottom of it, and some elevator bolts, and we're all trying to rig our cameras up just so that we can use them. But that's awesome because I did a test, Nacho, with the the bike mount that you sent me a link to. That thing is awesome. I got it in the mail maybe Friday, and Saturday I went to the park and I put that on my Segway, and then I did a test where I drove over some gravel with that mount and without it, and the dang DJI Osmo Pocket did great on both tests. So I couldn't show like whether that thing was working at all or not. Yeah, Mario, I've got a Segway on my channel. It's I traded it with Michael Esquire, and I traded my Panasonic Lumix G7 for a Segway Mini Pro. Because I wasn't using my Lumix anymore. And you know what, Nacho, I didn't get any Jello at all. I haven't looked at all the footage, but man, I rode that Segway all over the place, and I didn't get any Jello. So that, well, sorry, I'm saying Jello. I think what I mean is the pulsing. Remember that weird pulsing I was getting on New Year's Eve in the tornado? I didn't get any of that pulsing, but there's probably some Jello in there. Yeah, I've got a couple videos I'm going to edit tonight, and I want to put out in the next couple days, and it'll be in there, so you can check that out, Nacho. saw you. What did I see about you, Nacho? You had a like your motorcycle helmet and it with a GoPro on it, and it was all covered in rain. So you went driving out in the rain. So if you haven't been here in a while, or if you haven't been here for the whole chat, Gosling's Diet Ginger Beer is the bomb. Is it backwards? Can you guys read that? Why is it backwards? Have I done this entire live stream flipped? Oh, so maybe on my live stream dashboard. Oh, that's probably a good thing. You know what, Nacho? It was a nice day. The Saturday and Sunday here were nice in Nashville, but there's supposed to be showers next week. So I went out and did a drone video, but it was a crappy drone video. It was like 3 minutes of drone flying, and the rest of it was DJI Osmo Pocket tracking testing. But I did get a drone in the air this weekend, so super exciting. Yeah, this has been a fun live stream, guys. Had a good turnout. I want to start doing this every week. Sundays, I think, are going to be the best for me, but there are some Sundays when I can't do it, so I can't really be consistent on Sundays. And I don't want to step on Everyday Dad's Saturday live stream, and I don't want to step on Ken's Thursday live stream because I like to be a part of those too. So, what would be a good night for you guys? I'll let you know. It's 6:19 here, so that's where the time zone differences are. Nacho, I don't know the Everyday Dad. Actually, the Everyday Dad did a Unique Breeze 4K video last Black Friday, like not this year, not this last one, but the one before, and we pretty much made videos at the same time. So I looked at his while I was getting mine. I watched his video, and then but we don't know each other. I have met Ken Heron, and we've done a couple videos together, and we'll probably see each other again. Wednesday or Sunday evenings would certainly work for me for the live stream. Okay, I'll write that down. My Ichabod marker. So Wednesday and Sunday. Okay. I think Wednesday nights will work too. My whole family is at youth group, so I'll have the house to myself. So Wednesday night does look like a good night for me. But there might be some time when I'm on the worship team in the youth group or something like that. But I think for the most part, Wednesday nights and Sunday nights are probably the best. So I want to be the heathen. So maybe we'll just have church up in here. So Mario's in Massachusetts. Not sure where are you at. I'm not sure if I know what part of the country you're in. We had somebody in here from Sydney, Australia earlier. Who was in Sydney? Andrew Stewart is from Sydney, Australia. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but that was pretty cool. Let's see, it was 10:30 back then, so it's 11:30 in Sydney, Australia right now on Monday. So he was talking to us from the future. So that was pretty cool. Oh, cool. So you're in Santa Cruz right now, but you live in Pennsylvania. Is that right? Philadelphia? Oh, crap. I was horrible at geography. Is PA Pennsylvania or Philadelphia? That's probably some other state. Yep. I think Philadelphia. So Bertram's from Richmond, Virginia. Cool. I my stepmother's brother is the president of Pinehurst, and I think that's close to Richmond, Virginia. Pennsylvania. Okay, I got it wrong. I'm stupid. Well, we've hit the 1 hour mark, so I think I'm gonna go edit some videos at this point. But thank you guys for hanging out. Congratulations to myself on 3,000 subscribers. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Stay tuned for more videos and have a wonderful night. Oh, it looks like Murdad Zolfi showed up from Chatsworth. I keep getting video. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. You guys have a good night, guys. Peace out.